Okay guys, so happy new year. I know it's like basically February now, but you know, I haven't been on here yet, so happy new year y'all. I literally haven't straightened my hair in probably 5 or 6 years and it has grown. I've been natural for I think maybe like 5 years now. So before I used to, anyway, what am I doing? This is not a hair video. If you want a hair video, leave a comment and I will do one for you guys. But anyway, it was my birthday. Your girl turned 26. Oh my gosh, 26. I'm grown. I ain't no baby no more. Guys, also, I'm using natural light, so let me know what you think. You know, thought I should try something different. I'm gonna put my hair back because I'm hot. Anyway, what was I saying? Like guys, I'm so excited to be filming because it's been such a long time. Actually, that's a lie. I filmed maybe like 2 weeks ago and it just didn't work out. You know how these things happen, it just didn't work out. So it was actually going to be a vision board video. Let me know if you guys want me to film that because I will try my best to do it, but yeah, it just didn't work out. So I'm here, 26. Oh my gosh. So usually I don't actually have any talking points, but I thought this year, you know, I should actually plan my videos a bit better and have talking points. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the 26 things that I've learned being 26. So I'm gonna recreate my makeup that I had for my birthday. It was super simple. I will put some pictures here and so that you guys can check it out, see like the vibe that I was going for. Very chill. Had a cute little outfit on. I'm still gonna do like a lookbook kind of thing, try on things, so look out for that. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys so you know what's going on with me. Not that most of you care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is I prime my skin. So the primer that I always use is the Ever Matte Poreless Primer by Becca. It's my favourite. I use it all the time. I've been using it for years. Look at my old videos, I've got the receipts. So yeah, I'm just taking some to the back of my hand and then I am putting this mainly in my T-zone but everywhere. I have a beast of a spot right now. I don't know if I'm like coming on my period or something's going on with me emotionally, but you know. So typically I'd let that primer sit in for like a minute or so and then I'll go in with my translucent powder just to lock that all in place. So yeah, 26 things that I've learned of being 26. I think, oh my gosh, I've learned so much. Like life has really dealt me some unfair cards, to say the least. But I think the main thing that I would say is just remember that it's your life. At the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. So I'm just setting my primer in place now. And I'm just gonna get started with the 26 things that I think that are important, that I've learned anyway, but I just want to share with you guys. And honestly, like I probably will be repeating myself because a lot of these things overlap, but 26 is a lot, like 26. So I'm gonna go in with my Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. And I really like this foundation. I've used quite a bit of it now. So I just take a few pumps into the back of my hand. So the first thing that I've learned that is actually one of the most important things to me is that your faith and what you believe in will just get you through anything. And it's the most important thing, really and truly. Because if you don't have anything to believe in, then you're just walking around life like with no purpose, really. And for me, I'm sure you guys probably know, but if you don't, I'm Christian and I believe in God and I believe in Jesus and I believe those are the only people who can ever really get me through anything, like literally anything. So the second thing that I've learned is that happiness is a choice, and this has been something that's actually quite difficult for me to wrap my head around, and sometimes I still struggle with it. And it's like you're choosing to be unhappy. What? And this kind of links with my third point, which is your happiness only depends on you. Like, to think that you're upset about something, but if you just change your mindset, it can be fine. Like, it literally blows my mind. Whatever situation you're in right now, you could always turn it around. Instead of dwelling on it and being unhappy and thinking, oh, XYZ. Like, don't get me wrong, I know people can get depressed, and that's not what I'm talking about. But your mentality, the mind is such a powerful thing that if you choose and genuinely just decide to not think of it in that negative way, then it won't be a negative situation anymore. And if you think about it, I know I sometimes dwell on things, but if I really think about a situation that happened in the past, and I'm like, it wasn't even that deep. Like, it literally wasn't that deep. But we have our moments, and I still have mine, but that is definitely something that I've learned. As I grow older, I hope I'll get better at it. So the fourth thing is that life is so short. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a little while I continue on talking about my thing. So yeah, like literally a couple of days ago, Kobe Bryant passed away, and it was so sudden that it literally just makes you think, like, life is so short, and you just got to make the most of what you can and do the best that you can in the time that you do have, because you can be gone in an instant. Like, I'm sure he never thought that that was going to happen, and people never do, but that's how life is. So fleeting, and just know that your days are numbered, and that's literally it. If you constantly remember the fact that you could be gone anytime, you will always make the most of everything and every situation. So yeah. So number 5 kind of like goes with that one, and it's basically just walk in purpose. Like, every day have a purpose, have a goal, and just remember that. If you do, then you can't really have anything to complain about, because you'll be doing what works in line with your purpose. Just start off the day in a good vibe and know, okay, today my purpose is this, and this is what I'm going to try and achieve. Even if you don't achieve it, it's fine. You know that you're still walking in alignment to that. So yeah, that's another thing, which kind of gets me to the next point, which is do not procrastinate. I am the queen. I crown myself the queen of procrastination. Imagine today it's 3 p.m. I was supposed to start filming from 11. Yeah, let's have a think about that now. Guys, procrastination is, what's the saying? I can't remember, but don't do it. As much as you can, don't. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, but boy. Yeah. I have a list, so that's why I keep looking down here. So number 7 is basically the same as number 6, and it's just do it. As Nike would say, just do it. If you have something to do, just do it. Even if you have to do it alone. Like, it doesn't have to be in terms of like work or anything, but a lot of the time you want to travel somewhere but you don't have a friend to go with, just do it, because you will miss so many opportunities waiting around for people. If you want to do something, just do it, because remember, life is short. Just do it. I feel like this whole video is me lecturing you guys, but I promise it's not. It's just a little bit of encouragement so that you guys can learn from what I have learned. Well, it's really dry. I've been talking for ages, haven't I? But for real, like guys, just do whatever you have dreams and ambitions. Just do it. Like I know, like firsthand, what it's like to not do what you have planned to, because there have been so many times that I've seen. Even let me give an example of this YouTube thing. So for example, there are a few girls who were in like my community of smaller like YouTubers, even though I had started before them, but now they have like millions of followers, like millions. And sometimes I think, I'm like, oh, if I didn't procrastinate, if I just did it, if I didn't care so much, then I would probably be in their situation right now. But at the same time, I believe God has a plan for everyone. So it's not necessarily what they're doing that I would be doing, and my purpose is different. But sometimes I just think, why haven't I done this thing? And it's just so easy. But instead I'll procrastinate. I'll be like, oh, this isn't perfect. I need it to be like this. Oh, no. Moaning. And then there are people just surpassing me anyhow. Anyway, yeah, and that's life. But as much as possible, because if you don't do it, somebody else will. That's the fact of it. Somebody else will. And you'll be looking like, why didn't I do this? Because you're too busy procrastinating. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of the Tarte concealer in Tan Deep Sand. I will put everything in the description box below. I usually link it into my blog, but if you guys are too lazy, which you probably are, I'll just put it in the description box below. But check out my blog anyway, and also subscribe. While you're here, you might as well. I promise I'm going to be a bit more consistent. 2020 and that, you know. January was a break, you know, you can't really start off the new year in a bang. You gotta let people keep them waiting for a little bit. Enjoy my life, you know, it's my birthday, and then small, don't worry. But from now, I'll be consistent. That's another thing I need to add to my list, right? I'm just focusing this in the dip of my eye, and then I'll let that sit for a minute as well while I do my eyebrows. So I'm using my Tom Ford eyebrow pencil, you know, gotta add a little bit of bougie in there. I'm just gonna brush the brows up. I literally haven't done my eyebrows in forever, guys. Like, they're looking anyhow right now, like anyhow. Okay, so my next one is basically that friendship is important, but it's important to have good friends. Friends who actually are rooting for you and add something to your life. You don't want meaningless friends. Like, you don't just want people around for the sake of having them around, because that's taken away from your energy. Like, the time that you spend with people actually impacts your life more than you realize. Like, if you have a friend who's like always negative, and you go meet her and she's just always like bringing like, oh, this happened, you won't even realize when you start becoming like that. I'll let that sink in for a minute. Has that sunken? Because what's the saying? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. I never used to believe that, but I really believe that now. Because your friends are a reflection of who you are. And if your friends are just anyhow people, you're basically an anyhow person. Oh, I promise I mean that in the nicest way possible. But the fact is, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's true. Your friends are a reflection of who you are. Okay, let me quickly move on before I start getting any like hate comments. Okay, so what do I have next? Yeah, no shade and no tea, but people are really very 100% unreliable. People will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come. Yeah, definitely, sign me up. oh yeah, when you start your business, I'm there, I'm your number one client, I'm your number one personal person. When it comes to it, you won't see them. They won't even text you to say, oh sorry, I couldn't make it. They just won't appear, and they'll just ghost, and then they'll just pop out of nowhere again. That's why only rely on yourself and your true people, like your family, maybe like 1 or 2 friends, but even that, that's what I'm saying. People will let you down. It's just a part of life, and unfortunately I've learned that way too many times before. And I'm sure I'll learn it again. It's one of those lessons that you're just going to constantly learn and relearn and learn again. My friends, my real friends are reliable. So that's just what I'm saying. I think when it comes down to the important thing, when you really need somebody around and they're there, those are the people that you need to keep around you. Otherwise, bye Felicia. I really need to do my eyebrows. This eyebrow is just not wanting to work with me today. But anyway, let's add some concealer. Let's see what the concealer will hide. But yeah, okay, so what's the next thing? Oh, I love this one. So next on my list is to know how great you are. Guys, you've got to understand that we're saucy. Each and every person is amazing in their own way. Like the fact that we are all different is already amazing. Like no 2 people are exactly the same. Do you know what that means? That means everybody has something different to offer. We all think different. We all look different. We all act different. Like, understand that you are amazing. You are great. And don't get me wrong, there are days where I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. But there will always be those kind of days. But in general, I know that I'm cute or whatever. I know what I have to offer. That's what I'm basically saying. I know that I'm a kind person and I'm always looking out for people. So, you know, everyone has something about them that makes them special. So find what that is for you. Yeah, that's an important one. So guys, do some self-discovery and don't put yourself down. That's what I want to say. Because you're great. See? I told you it's not just about telling you are. So I'm going to blend this concealer out now because it's been there a while. So my next thing that I've learned is it's important to have an outlet. Like, sometimes things can get hard. And when that happens, it's important to know how to deal with it and have like I don't want to say routine, but have something that helps you to deal with that. So for me, I go to this when I'm like feeling down or something or upset about something. I will go to this dance class and it's called Heels and Feels. Check it out. I'll put it in the description box below. And it just makes me feel good about myself again. It really is an amazing class. And so like I also like boxing. So I'll go to like a boxing class in my gym. But have something that when you're doing it, you just forget about all your worries in the world. So yeah, that's definitely important. And I guess it's kind of like similar to the next point, which is number 12. And that is to incorporate self-care into your life, like on a regular basis. I think I've learned that I'm the type of person who gives to the point that when I don't receive something, not that I'm giving to receive, but when I don't receive something, it really like hurts me. So the way that I kind of like thought about it now is that the way I'm giving to people, let me give to myself. Do you know what I mean? So if I want something, I will go and get it because it will be a form of I'm treating myself. Because if I can get it for somebody else, then let me get it for myself. I hope this is resonating with somebody. I hope somebody on the other side of this can gain something from this.